The college football experience, North Texas Mean Green 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCE SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Mike Leach, head football coach at Mississippi State, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. North Texas, Mean Green. You know I had to do it. 2025 season preview episode. And youtube.com/ the college experience as we break down all 136 teams. And this will close the book on Texas schools. So all the other Texas schools are out there. There's a lot of fucking Texas schools too, because they do college football right, folks. So go check out all the other episodes. We're in the 110s right now, so we're getting there. All right, we got football. We got football in the next 6 days. All right, a little appetizer coming for you. But we're gonna talk North Texas football for the next, I don't know, 30, 45, 50 minutes, something like that. And excited to talk about. I think a pivotal year for the Eric Morris agency. We will talk all about it. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Yeah, I don't know how this is happening. I'm drinking a Labatt Blue, but it's brewed in America. When did we acquire that? I'm all mixed up here. Yeah. I'm all mixed up here. But anyway, feel better about life. Well, we got Budweiser's being made in like fucking Europe. We got Labatt Blue being made in America. You figure it out, folks. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Basketball Experience. We love the North Texas program. When the college basketball season goes live, we are live every single night of the season, talking every single game in the whole entire college football season or college basketball season. We do the same for college football, FBS and FCS, and college baseball, of course. YouTube.com/ the college experience. Jump on over there, hit that like and subscribe button. Give it up for Farmer, Staffer. At Austin P with the Governors, at South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and at West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Monetline Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Yes, the Mean Green. Let's talk some North Texas football.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. I see everyone rocking around. Shout out to Joe Green, Joe Mean Green. Yes, he's probably the most famous North Texas alum, Mean Joe Green. I know that Hayden Fry also coached here. We'll get to that in a bit, but so this is an interesting year, man, with Eric Morris. So Eric Morris, let's just start the slideshow because it's just interesting to me. He is 35 and 32, but most of that was when he was in the FCS ranks. Since being in the FBS at North Texas, he is 11 and 14. And why I bring that up is because they fired Seth Luttrell, who had a better win percentage and also went to 6 bowls in 7 years. Now he lost all of them though, but he had multiple 9-win seasons. He got to the CUSA championship game a few times. Is this a make or break year for Eric Morris? Because he made a bowl last year. It's just, they were 6-7, and when you like kind of break it down, they didn't beat anybody good. Besides, I guess South Alabama was their best win, but starting a freshman, if you throw the South Alabama game out, week 1, they beat an FCS, they beat a horrible Wyoming team, a horrible Tulsa team, a horrible FAU team, and a horrible Temple team, and that got them to a bowl game. Where are you at with Coach? I'm not trying to shit on Eric Morris. I mean, maybe it works out, but you got to think. I know they got to pay players now, but you got to think. If there's a third losing season to start your 3 first seasons there, like you got rid of a guy that was proven to do more than that. But where are you at with Coach?
I agree with you. It is a big year because they need to start building on something. This isn't traditionally a 500 program. So Eric Morris 5-7, then 6-7. He needs to start pumping out, I think, some 7 and 8 win seasons here. Heck, maybe even sprinkle a 9-win season in. They're an interesting team. We're going to get into some of the guys they got coming back and what they did in the portal. But yeah, I mean, obviously a Texas Tech guy here in Eric Morris, so they want him to win. He's a Texas guy, but they need to put it together. And shout out to Ryan Gordon.
Ryan Gordon.
Gearden.
Is that Gearden? How do we pronounce that? Or is it Gearden or Gordon? Gurdon could be. Yeah. Giving us $100. Colby and Mac, thanks for all the hard work this offseason and for bringing us college football without a kickoff even occurring. I appreciate you both. But just know, without the kickoff even occurring, we do that real kickoff shit, not that NFL bullshit. All right. But dude, I appreciate that's really nice of you, man. And I appreciate it, man. It's cool as fuck when you get appreciated. And I think we are very passionate about this. If you can't tell, it's, so glad to see it connect with other people. So that's always great, man. Appreciate you, bro. And shout out to the rest of the chat. And please, if you can, tell a friend. We're 136 previews. Let's go.
We're the stretch run, baby.
So if you've listened to me over the years, well, first let's talk about last season. Yeah, we are though. Jordan Davis, OC. I mean, 23rd in scoring offense, 4th in pass offense, 69th in rush offense, the 3rd best offense in America. How the hell did you not have a winning record?
I know. Well, we'll talk about
Cliff Kingsbury 2.0, right?
Yeah,
and he was at Texas Tech.
Yeah, it's something about these air raid guys, man. Texas Tech guys.
Yeah. Appreciate Cody. Shout out to Cody. Check out our Michigan preview we did last night. So, but yes, shout out to everybody there. But yeah, look, so the offense, if you've listened to me over the years, I've hosted an FCS show. We'll still have FCS I didn't get any preseason episodes for the FCS in because that one, well, to be honest, it just doesn't pay. So, it's out of the love of my heart. When you have a 1-year-old, it's a lot harder, but also, we will still cover every week. We will still cover every single FCS week. So we will cover every FCS game there is with a line. So check out the FCS college football experience. The reason why I bring that up is if you've listened to me over the years, I was very, very fond of a quarterback at Albany. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Yes, Reese. I'm sorry. Reese Poffenberger, former Albany Great Dane quarterback who spent last year backing up Cam Ward at Miami, comes in, and let me tell you, he's a white guy that can dunk. We watched the tape before. All right. I'm kind of sold on this. I know they had Chandler Morris last year and he's off to UVA. I'm kind of sold that I get it. Chandler Morris has started so many games that it's tough to make the argument that Poffenberger's an upgrade.
Yeah.
But I think he's more athletic. So,
well, and to your point, I think that he's tougher than Chandler Morris, and he's definitely good enough to play at North Texas. Heck, Miami signed him last year, and he just didn't play over Cam Ward.
Well, over the top pick of the draft. That's understandable, right? But and shout out to Chandler Morris, man. I got to talk to him at ACC Media Days, and so I don't mean any knock on him. I'm rooting for him at Virginia, and I really thought he said all the right things. Like, he's been injured multiple times in his career. He was on part of a national championship team that got to the Natty, and he got injured week 1, and he was explaining to me how frustrating it was. But the best part about talking to Chandler Morris was he was so positive, saying there's value in that. I'm finding the value in that on those times where I was injured. So I'm rooting for him in Charlottesville. However, Reese Poffenberg has been my guy for a long fucking time. So let's go Big Poff. The rest of the offense that returns is it's two guys on the offensive line, Braden Nelson and Johnny Dixon. Also, your kicker and punter are back though. Okay, I can get on board there. They hit the portal big, which I believe he did back in the day at iDub as well. Obviously, they bring in Poffenberger. They also bring in Jaden Becks, running back from Missouri State. Shady Clayton Johnson from Tulane. He was at Colorado prior to that, and I actually liked him at Colorado. He played a little bit as a freshman, and I thought he had a little pop. I'm surprised that he wasn't better at Tulane, but I think that could be a good get at the running back spot. Receivers, Cameron Dorner comes in from the JUCO route. Simeon Evans from Sam Houston State. Circle that, by the way, because Sam Houston State
they're everywhere.
Oh yeah. Tyrese Hunt Thompson coming in from Ferris State. These Ferris State transfers are everywhere too. And tight end Trey Williams. Limestone, isn't that the school that just shut down? Or is that Jericho Cotry was their head coach? Shout out to Jericho Cotry.
Yeah, I think they did. I saw Limestone in the news recently.
Yeah, unfortunately that sucks, man. They should have been playing football for like over 100 years. The whole university shut down. Tight end Connor Vaughn also comes in from the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And then they load up on the O line, man. Bring it deep sea diving on some of these, but Jamin Lamb coming in from Stephen F. Austin, Jim Toe Odobigwu from Kent State, Dylan Shaw from Texas Tech, Willie Goodacre from Syracuse, Ugana Nana from Virginia.
Nice.
And then Tay Yanta from Abilene Christian. That's a lot of guys on the O line there. Deep sea diving some. I mean, to lose the amount of offensive production, it's going to be a tall order to finish top 5. Am I just insane here?
No, they got to take a little bit of a step back. Jordan Davis, another air raid Texas Tech guy. He's been with Eric Morris for a minute now. So I think that they will take a little bit of a step back, but I think they'll be better on the ground than 69th. And a lot of it's because Poffenberger is a dual threat guy. So, by the way, a lot of Ferris State transfers, I just looked. I forgot that they won the D2 national championship.
We actually, that's funny you mentioned that because me and Cody were talking about that. They have, so we have one TV at the LA studios where I kind of was, it's like my favorite teams, just a TV on the corner on the floor, non-FBS. So like I would always put Holy Cross and Georgetown on that. And then from the FCS, like those two would always get that spot.
Yeah.
And then Ferris State was the D2 school that me and Patty C watched a lot. Ferris State took like, we were talking about this. They took like a lacrosse player who hadn't played football since high school and put him at quarterback. He was the national player of the year at Johns Hopkins, transferred in, and they just ran QB power like 100 times a game. It's fascinating. When that happens, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, let me watch this.
Nothing like running the QB power en route to 14-1 in a natty. Yeah, football.
They're fucking, and they actually probably would be doing like a 3-peat if it wasn't for the cockamamie NCAA suspended their fucking head coach for lighting a cigar after their natty 3 years ago in the locker room, and they suspended him the fucking playoff game.
Oh my God, why?
Unbelievable. someone deserves to be fired for that. But anyway, let's the offense I think is just due for regression. Do you think it'll still be a top 25 offense?
Yeah, I think it will be. I think it's more the system. Just Eric Morris, his offenses were great at IDub, and they've been really good at North Texas. It's the other side of the football, kind of like his buddy Kingsbury, that's been his downfall so far.
Yeah, let's talk about that defense because this is what makes them so fucking interesting this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the defense a season ago, they did not have Skylar Cassidy as DC. He was not there. I should have put an asterisk next to his name because he wasn't there in 2024. The defense was fucking terrible. 118th in scoring defense, 121st in pass defense, 115th in rush defense, 127th in total defense, bottom 7 defense. Skylar Cassidy, I'm sure if he tuned into the tape when he got the job, he was probably needing several whiskeys watching their defense last year. So he instead, Skylar Cassidy was at Sam Houston State where he had a top 10 defense in the nation. And he basically brought in his whole damn defense. We'll talk about that in a second. But defensive tackle Vaela is back, and then safety Evan Jackson. That's it, and that's all. Honestly, that's all you want back. I mean,
clean house.
Yeah. He basically hit the portal and said, "Okay, well, I know my guys here. Okay, linebacker Trey Fields comes in from Sam Houston State. Samaj Burrell from Sam Houston State. Defensive backs, cornerback Devon Armstead from Sam Houston State. Cornerback Chase Canada from Illinois. They have a good defense there. Isaiah Collins from Texas Tech. And then safeties Knox, Jones, and Latamua from Washington State, Old Dominion, and TCU. And I think I'm missing a slide here. Hang on. I am missing a slide because the D-line. Give me 1 second here. He went at, this is the best part on the D line. He goes out and because that's probably the thing that I would imagine he wanted to emphasize most. If you watch the tape from last year, he went and got these guys here. Look, the defensive end, Bryson Hayes from Sam Houston State, defensive end, Will Smith, summertime from Tulsa, defensive end, Jalen Durgan from South Alabama, Avion Carter from TCU, Richard Outland from Sam Houston State, Ethan Day from Wyoming. He was decent at Wyoming too. Huddleston from TCU as well. So just loading up on the D line. This is why it's going to be fascinating, is because this defense is going to be improved. It is going to be improved, but how much will they improve is the question.
Yeah, so he had the top 10 defense at Sam Houston, but we've talked about how soft the Conference USA is compared to the AAC. So I think that they will definitely take a jump. I would anticipate that they'll definitely be a top 50 defense. How high is what we'll wait and see. But yeah, anytime you bring over 7 guys from your previous stop that were part of this, or at least most of them played on that defense. A couple of the other guys were role guys that he would rotate in. But yeah, this is why this team is interesting. The more and more.
It's very interesting. Like I feel like if there's potential to go to the championship game, there's also potential to miss a bowl. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But shout out to Big Ron Bowski. How's Ed Straight Gennaro's team looking for 2025? Cannabis Capper, they're referencing the classic movie Necessary Roughness, and here we go.
Now, let's analyze what's been working for us. Not a goddamn thing's been working for us. Like this goddamn suit doesn't work for me, and this stinking tie, and this goddamn shirt, it doesn't work for me. You know how to play winning hard-nosed football? You play football like Ed Gennaro played football. A guy who gave his life for this football team. He was a 140-pound halfback, and he played like a goddamn wild man. No, like a goddamn rampaging beast. And that's the way you gotta do it. You go out there, you tear their fucking heads off, and you shit down their necks.
There we go. Shout out to Necessary Roughness. You guys don't know Necessary Roughness. What the fuck you doing here?
It's a great.
All right. I see these lists for these movies, these football movies. It's pretty pathetic. Like it's got to the point where I don't even respond because I'm offended. I'm so offended from the start. If you don't have the program or Necessary Roughness in your top, like some of them do like a top 10, like just on Twitter, you see like a top 10 football movie list. And you don't see either of those, you're just like, yeah, okay. These fucking idiots. You know what I mean? So the OG Longest Yard's great too, man. I mean, there's a lot we could break down here. Anyway, shout out to Necessary Roughness. And back to what we were saying. This is captivating to me. This is to me one of the more interesting teams because here's the thing though. The Conference USA wasn't a juggernaut last year. So it's like, okay, you're bringing in the CUSA, this great defense within the CUSA, Sam Houston State. How will that transition with the jump up? We know it'll be better than what they had, right?
Yeah.
But also last year's schedule that makes this numbers even worse to me is I found North Texas schedule to be pretty weak last year.
It was a joke. They were a joke defensively last year. I mean, that Texas Tech game, they gave up about 100 points in that.
I remember you texting me in that game.
That second quarter, I was like, good Lord.
That shit was like, I feel like 3 minutes into that game, it was like, what, 45-0. It's like, good God, man. That's got to be tough because Eric Morris from Texas Tech.
I know.
It's not always good to go home, right? Look, we're gonna break down the whole entire schedule, but before we do that, I want to let you folks know. And I think that's the big thing, though. That's the big thing is how fast or how big of a jump will they do defensively? Because I definitely we know they're gonna jump. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But I just want to emphasize the point that like I think this could be one of the bigger units that jumps in all of college football in the FBS.
Yeah, we're seeing eye to eye on this one. The schedule is tougher than what they played against, but it can't be worse than what they had last year. So interested to see how quickly Cassidy can get it going and if that offense can be a nice pairing with this defense. Yeah.
Shea Griffin, they're just raw from the NCAA website. So yeah. Shout out to the big Rombowski because he's a UNT grad. Let's go. Folks, we're going to dive into the schedule. But before we do that, I want to let you know that the North Texas 2025 season preview is brought to you by MyBookie.ag. As MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport, including all those summer sports, MLB, CFL, WNBA, golf, tennis, racing, horse racing, everything. And of course, college football futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easy deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag. When you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. Of course, that's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. We are also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm's college football is back on Rhythm, and last season their predictive models were pretty insane. 21.47% ROI on non-conference spreads, 22.47% ROI on in-conference money lines. They also killed it on the FCS totals. And how about just their performance in general? Week 0 and week 1, Rhythm's house model went 16-4 ATS, 11.6 units gain, and a 52% ROI. What are you doing? Go to the app now, make your own model. These predictions are live. Get your free 7-day trial period today. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's SportsGamblingPodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back, and we must talk state of the program. You know, one of the things that is state of the program is, you know, your fan base, your fan buy-in, your expectations. But I can tell you their expectations are a lot because they fired Seth Luttrell in a year he went to the conference championship game. I repeat.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I repeat. They fired Seth Luttrell in a year he went to a conference championship.
All over the hair.
It is ridiculous. But sir, I'm in the conference championship. You don't know shit about football. But sir, I'm in the conference. You don't know shit. Well, either way. Also is stadium, man, and they have a rather new stadium that I enjoy. I'm trying to remember the name of their old Fouts Field was their old stadium. And I do wish that stadium was still around, but unfortunately it is not. But I still think the stadium that they currently have, it's not bad. It's not bad. Mean Green Stadium, I'm calling it. I don't do this corporate bullshit. All right. So 16 years young. This is what they were gonna call it before that deal. It's an 8 of 10 in my book, Mac. And look, it's only 16 years young, but you look at this, it's nice, man. It is a nice stadium. Now you had some bad seasons lately, so I mean, you need to get some fan buy-in going. Over the years, you've had moments where it's Texas. They love football, right? Look at that. It's a fucking nice shot, man. It's a nice stadium there. So, yeah, I mean, look at all those SMU fans though. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta do better than this.
Yeah, you can though. The blueprint is there because as I was deep sea diving like this. Okay, I'm buying in some, right? The blueprint is there. This is Texas. If you build a winner, I believe, and I love the eagle, by the way, the statue of the eagle here.
How about the way that the end zone bleachers are designed?
Yeah, it's nice and funky. I like it. It's kind of like an eagle or something. I don't know. Yeah, look at this, man. It's a nice place. It's a nice place. Shout out to Ryan Gordon also for he has tickets for North Texas Navy game in early November. Let's go. Cody said he likes this new stadium. And Big Rumbrowski, who's from UNT grad, saying I didn't understand the Luttrell firing either. Yeah, I mean, isn't that the goal at the beginning of the year? Because normally your non-cons are ridiculous. So you're like, okay, if we could just get to the conference championship game, our fans will be excited. Anyway, what are you giving this thing, man? I think it's a good stadium.
I'll go 7. It's solid. It seats 30,000. They got to. You're right though. They gotta get like that, man. That's
yeah. There's the blueprint. That's probably the year they went to the Conference USA Championship.
They said you're fired.
Yeah, they said one of these people, these fans are painting themselves green. Fuck's going on here? We're gonna have to ditch you, man. I mean, look at this guy. Right?
That sign.
I'm trying to do Jaeger bombs with that guy, right? Yeah, that's what the sign was. It welcome. Where the D hits hard. That's a great sign, right?
He looks like a Greek goblin. Look at this guy. Look at these guys.
Yeah. Mean Joe Green statue. Let's go. Do they have one? I didn't check on this one. I imagine they do. I was kind of putting all these slides together, kind of power. You get this deep in. We're trying to nail these things before the season goes. So for each team. But yeah, I want to go to the stadium. I'm going to get out there for a game. Look at this, man. You got a goddamn garage band doing songs, for the game. You should check out their hit single. Why do we fire Seth Luttrell? I'm joking. Eric Morris listening to this being like, this prick just won't let it go. Right. But yeah, check out a game, folks. Get out there. Mean Green Stadium, man. It is a nice stadium, though, man. Like it's a job. You just got to build it. You just got to build the culture there, man. You're like what 40 minutes from Texas from Dallas. Well, let's talk about this. Now they're on the right path, Mac. And hold on, Ryan Gordon, you're going. What's the chance you could send me one of these? I know you might have to break. You might have to break the law. That's what some guy left me a comment. I've had plenty of friends send me booze before in the mail, but I did, I said on one of these shows, like somebody send me the bottle of whiskey. I think, where was that whiskey bottle? It might've been Colorado. I don't know.
I forget. Yeah. That was during basketball season, I think. Yeah.
Well, we got like a comment on that saying, it's illegal. You are breaking the,
Fuck you.
You're breaking the United States Postal Act, section 11.94329. But
people are too serious.
I'm trying to get one of these, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying. Or how about that whiskey? I think the whiskey's actually better. That's asking a lot. But I'll Venmo you. I will fucking Venmo you money for that. It's just then you have to put it in the mail, and But that I'll send you some SGPN gear. All right, there's a bunch of this shit. I'm trying to deck out our studio. We're gonna have a better studio soon. Like this is just me with the back, but trying to deck it out and all this university shit. You know what I mean? So, but this is a great idea by them though, because I can tell you, you know how you can build a winner. This is like an age-old story. Alcohol. Right?
People like to get drunk.
I watched How Beer Saved the World. You seen that documentary?
Oh yeah.
Everyone that wasn't getting drunk died. And then the people that were getting drunk were waking up being like, huh, what's happening to this guy?
You can't trust anybody that you can't have a beverage with. Can't trust a man if you won't have a beer with him.
Right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is alcohol is like you want to get behind that. That's been winning for a long time. All right. I'm just saying, like, for sales, whether it's bar, whether it's just like, so I'm buying in that their NIL collective is about to be stepping up. And I like that name of that brewing company, Revolver Brewing Company, with 2 revolvers on it. Awesome. Get some of this. You got to get out there, get some of this, man. I'm only making the assumption that this goes through the NIL just based off of my other stops. But that is awesome. Good job. Job well done. Every university should have this. I don't understand what the hell's going on. Even BYU and Liberty. Do a goddamn seltzer water. All right.
Great.
Do a club soda. All right. We can try our Cougar Club. I'll take a Cougar Club. All right, with a lime.
They're getting drunk. They just pretend like they aren't.
Yeah, that's a good point, Rod. I forgot. Stone Cold Steve Austin went there, man, and Kevin Von Erich. Wow. I didn't. I think I knew that, but it's just been a minute. Yeah, state of the program though, man. I have to sit there and say, they haven't had a winning season since 2018. They probably would have had a winning season had they not fired Luttrell in 22. I'm saying, like, that bowl game. I imagine everyone, they lost by 3 in that bowl game. Had Luttrell played that game, they probably would have won that game, or not played, but coached that game. Where are you at with the state of the program? Am I being too harsh?
Maybe a little, but I mean, I'll go 5. I mean, they've had some down years. There's no secret about that, but I think that they are heading in the right direction. But it's been a slow process, so I'll go 5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Do a live tasting. That's what we should do. That's what I'm trying to do. I should have thought of this when I was driving cross country. I gotta drive cross country again just to pick all this shit up, right? Get pulled over, I'm gonna look like I'm going on a fucking bender, huh?
You're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Oh man. Look, let's get to that schedule. But before we do that, I want to let the good folks know that the North Texas Mean Green 2025 season preview is brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor. Yes, the world's greatest sportsbook, Circa Las Vegas, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest. Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, Circa Grandissimo, with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You cannot call yourself a true DJ if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. So what are you doing? Come hang out with SGPN at the Circa contest weekend, August 21st to August 23rd. For an amazing weekend, including live shows and open bars. Plus, you get 15% off the stay at Circa with our promo code SGP15. And don't forget myself, Moneyline Mac, doing live shows for week 0, covering every game, every single game, even Tarleton State, Portland State, even NC Central and Southern, every single one. The contests are open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada and play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use that promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million in first place. Look, there's no waiver wire. There's no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. And look, Underdog's a great place to play pick'em as well. So you can win up to 500 times the amount of money you enter. So check that out as well. Underdog Fantasy, check it out. They got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you use our sign up code TCESGPN. So do that. What a bargain. And remember to let it ride, folks. Shout out to Andrew, man. Haven't drank in 7 years, but Colby and Mac I drank with. Yeah, man. I mean, look, if sobriety's your thing too, we got love for everybody. But anyway, cheers, brother. I appreciate the $2. And I'd love to meet up, man. Hope you're good.
Oh yeah.
Let's jump to week 1 here, because here we go. The Lamar Cardinals. They ain't putting up no bullshit when they come into Denton, Texas. I like this old logo, by the way. I kind of think they should go back to this one. I don't know. The new one's kind of fly too, though. But what do you make of this one? What do you make of that logo right there?
I like it, man. I'm a sucker for all the retro stuff anyway. So yeah, I'm all for this this mascot.
Yeah, this is a series that goes back to 1951. Texas. I imagine, yeah, Texas on Texas, baby. Beaumont. I've been to Lamar Stadium. I've never been to North Texas. I've been to Lamar's. Want to know? What are you doing here?
Want to know? But this could be a little bit of a tricky game if their offense isn't clicking right away.
With that many transfers, you never know. But Big Paul has been in college football so long. I just think it's a huge advantage. Yeah, want to know though. Want to know. Then week 2, a trip to Kalamazoo. I struggle with this one, man.
It's an interesting game.
Part of me thinks North Texas is better, but I am like Lance Taylor does a pretty good job. I'm going to say 2-0, but I don't feel great about this one. What are you doing here?
I don't feel great about this one either. And Western Michigan's got all that coming back. I'm actually going to take the home team. Give me Western Michigan to get it done up there in Phoenix backyard.
Yeah, I mean that's actually one of the more intriguing week 2 matchups. That's, I'm being serious. It's just there's a lot of unknown there, and they've never even played, so you're just like, huh. I kind of think North Texas has more talent than Western Michigan, but Western Michigan is at home. It can get lit there. So I'm going to say 2-0. You're at 1-1. Then week 3, Washington State comes to town. I believe we took North Texas to win this against Washington State. I'll be honest. This is why it's tricky to do 136 previews, because we're like, blindly. I knew North Texas, like, just off of running into people that I know and stuff and paying attention a little bit to everything. I knew they had hired Sam Houston's DC, and I brought in a bunch of Sam Houston guys, but I didn't realize that they were losing that much production on offense. Now, Washington State's still doing the same thing. I'm going to stick to this and say 3-0, but I don't feel amazing about those 2 games. Western Michigan and Washington State, you could eat both those, in my opinion.
Which is why I gave them the loss to Western Michigan. I think they'll split these 2 games. I'll give them a home win against Wazoo to get them 2-1. But yeah, I kind of feel that they're going to split this 2-game stretch.
I got them 3-0. Don't feel amazing about that. But week 4, a trip to West Point.
Loss.
Yep. This triple option against the state of Texas has just been pretty fucking successful over the past 10, 15 years. Patty C did a deep dive on it. Yeah, 3-1. At least it's early in the season though. It's not going to be cold.
Yeah, and Army's replacing everybody too. That's one of the funnier deep dives that Patty C did. Randomly, just how the triple option fucks up the state of Texas. Yes.
Well, you know what it is. Patty C, he's a football junkie just like me, and it pissed him off when he loves variants just like me. He loves Mike Leach and stuff, but at the same time, he's like every fucking high school went to the air raid in Texas after like the Leach era, right? At Texas Tech and stuff. And he's like, every fucking school went to. He's like, this is the state, that created the option attack. You know what I mean? He's like, why does everyone have to do this? You know what I mean? Or not everyone, but majority. So I think he was offended at that. But then I think he's just started to notice, like when Navy put it on SMU and when Army scored 70 on Houston in a bowl game. Mm-hmm. And then I think Navy did it again to SMU. And then he was like, dude, these options teams just fuck up these air raid teams in Texas. And then he made a note of it. And then I don't see him for like a week or two. And then I get like a text with a link to a Google Docs or a Google spreadsheet. He's like, yeah, I charted every game over the past, 15, whatever it was, 10, 15 years. I don't have it in front of me. But his point was right. I will say that they did fuck them up more often than not. Only a couple times did they sneak one past them. And even with that, the triple option ran for major numbers against them. 3-1.
Yeah. I got them 2-2.
Yeah. Then South Alabama, no Fluff Bothwell, no have you driven a Gio Lopez lately. Those guys are gone. But Zach Piron, the former Georgia Tech quarterback, comes in there. I will.
This is a toss-up too.
I mean, North Texas put it on them last year, but I'll take North Texas 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 for me too.
No, you're 3-2. You're
3-2. 3-2. I got them winning this one though. Back at home.
Shout out to Nathan Haynes. NC Nick and Patty C are off for the. I mean, Patty C might be on some reaction shows. He said. NC Nick's got multiple kids he's coaching their games, so he's on a hiatus. He's about that other grind right now, man. So
he's got real life shit.
Yeah. He's got like even a schedule for me to go get a beer with my brother's a pain in the ass. He's like, well, I got for this practice here, right? We're doing this thing here. There's dance recital going on here. And it's just like, okay, dude, I'll talk to you in a couple of years. All right.
No, we have a third man on Wednesday with us though.
We will. We have a guest coming along. So
the audience has heard of this guy before.
Yeah. His name's Steve Gutenberg. But he's gonna be picking winners with us. Dude, I got him 4-1. I mean, they could easily be 1-4 here.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like just going 3-2. There's a lot of toss-up games on the schedule.
Yeah. Well, then they get a bye week. There's Mean Joe. That dude looks straight out of Necessary Roughness right there. Straight out of Necessary Roughness. They come out of the bye week and they take on South Florida. I took South Florida, I believe, on the South Florida show. I don't feel great about it, but I took South Florida. I feel like this whole episode is like, I don't know. I don't feel great about it, but I don't know.
This is a mystery team, man.
Give me Galesh and Byron Brown, providing he's healthy, to get this one in Denton. So yeah.
I'll go with the mean green at home. I'll go 4-2.
All right, so now we're on the same page. I'm 4-2. You're 4-2. Come out of the South Florida game, and then the Roadrunners of UTSA are in Denton. Oh man, I'm high on UTSA, so I'm gonna say 4-3. But I am intrigued about this one. San Antonio, Denton, a little rivalry, a little dust up here. But I think UTSA is a little bit better than them. So, but these games are all fucking going to be fascinating. I'm very excited to watch North Texas this season. But yeah, I'm at 4-3. How about you?
I am going to take the Roadrunners too. On that preview, we both said that we thought they were good enough to win this league. So I'll take UTSA 4-3.
Yeah, and folks, I know this is not a UTSA pod. But to make the championship game in the AAC, you can get like UTSA at like plus 200. I think it is. I think that's a pretty good bet.
Yeah, they got a good schedule.
Yeah, you don't want to take them to win it just in case they have to go to Annapolis, but I think they have a decent shot at getting there. So yeah, 4-3 for both of us. Then a trip to the Clit. Isn't this a Thursday night? I think I'm going to be at this game.
Friday night game.
Yeah, I'm going to go to this thing.
Yeah.
I'll take North Texas. Tim Albin and Charlotte. I feel like I'm giving them a loss every week. I just need to see what they look like. But I mean, like North Texas roster is better than Charlotte's right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I do wonder if Albin will have these guys playing better because this is late October. But I'll go North Texas 5-3.
Yeah, 5-3, and then now it gets interesting because Navy comes to Denton. I will continue on this trend of taking the option team.
Patty C.
So 5-4.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. With Eric Morris and that offense, they're going to be able to score on Navy at will too. So this is going to be a crazy game, I think. But yeah, I just think Navy brings so much production back. Drew Chronic, second year of their offense. But I'm fascinated by this game. I'll tell you that. With it being in Denton, it gives them a shot. What are you doing here?
I will honor Patty C, and I'll take Navy. I'll ride with you on this triple option against the Texas schools trend.
Then bye week there. Shout out to the great Hayden Fry. May he rest easy. Come out of the bye week. Trent Dilfer, will he be coaching this game?
Maybe, maybe not.
You gotta think he's gone by now, right?
Good chance. I mean, when is UAB's second bye week? UAB's second bye week is no, it's a couple weeks prior to that. So yeah, he may be gone. They're gonna be so bad.
When? So what does this put us at?
6-4, bowl eligible.
There we go. Then, oh boy,
another option team. They're losing this game. Rice is winning this game.
This is hilarious. This is the first school that gets through all three option teams, right?
Yeah,
that we've covered.
Yeah.
I mean, but what if that DC from Sam Houston? There was no option teams in the CUSA though.
Uh-huh.
But what if that DC from Sam Houston's like, I got this?
I will say it'll be the third time they've seen the option this year.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
But it doesn't matter. Rice runs it down their throat. 6-5.
I think I'm with you. 6-5. I'm Patty C's trend. I'm just buying into.
Yeah.
And then the next the season finale, the Temple Owls coming down there. Casey Keeler against his old DC.
Yeah.
What did we say on the Temple preview? I think we took Temple.
Think we said North Texas because their roster's better, but then we also said is Eric Morris here and Temple Keeler. This is when they're probably going to be dangerous. I'll go North Texas 7-5, but I don't feel very good about it.
I'll go 7-5 too, just because I think they're probably going to win 7 this year. I don't know if it's going to be this game, but I just feel like I think it's more likely they win 7 than 5.
Yeah.
So, that's the schedule right there. The win total is sitting there at 6.5. They're plus 1,300 to win the AAC, plus 4,000 to make the CFP. Am I crazy? Or is this schedule like awesome? Like I almost want to watch like every game on the schedule, minus like the UAB, because the Temple one's compelling because both coaches worked together for a long time. You know, like the DC and Keeler.
Yeah. Cassidy.
Yeah, Cassidy and Keeler. I find like their first. I mean, Lamar is an FCS one, but I'm saying week 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all interesting. You know,
I can see why people are taking a flyer on them to get to the AAC title game because they get outside of Army the top teams at home. They drew a nice home schedule. Navy, UTSA, South Florida. Those three are in the top 5 to win the league, and then you go to UAB and Charlotte and Rice. I mean, those are teams at the bottom half, and you get them on the road. So I can see why some people think that the upside is getting to the AAC championship game.
well, shit. I mentioned the UTSA odds, folks. North Texas to get there plus 400 to get to the championship game. I mean, look, honestly, if they lose to Western Michigan and Wazoo and South Alabama, who cares?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Nathan. He says we did give it to North Texas on the Temple preview. There we go.
Yep.
Good memory. Good memory. Yeah. I'm not gonna lock it though.
No,
I'm not gonna lock it because I think there's enough teams that are capable of getting them.
What's the floor? 4-8, 3-9.
Okay, wait. Auto wins. Lamar, UAB, the Clit, probably those three.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 4-8's the floor. 4-8's the floor, but I mean, if the defense plays anything remotely close to what Sam Houston was doing,
Yeah.
they're going to be in every one of these games.
I feel like the ceiling's like 10-2
Yeah, yeah.
with the schedule the way it lays out.
That's why it's fascinating to watch this one. This is one of the more interesting teams in the AAC and frankly the country.
Like, what's a for sure loss at Army?
I don't even know because it's early. I don't think so. I think the for sure loss is probably. I don't think there is a for sure loss. I would say like if I had to power rank it, I would probably say UTSA. But the fact you're getting them in Denton,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I think that every game is winnable on this schedule. I mean, shit. Should we lock it? No, I'm like well, the more you think about it, you're like they could be at every one of these games.
I need to see it from Eric Morris. I need to see it before I'm going to lock and back one of his teams. If we had a guy like Casey Keeler coaching this team, we'd be like, oh shit, they're going 9-3 and they're going to get to the conference championship game. We just need to see it from Eric Morris, I think.
Yeah. Shout out to look, Big Rombrowski is saying would love to see Latrell with this, and then Nathan Haynes over under 4.5 conference wins out there. I would feel decent about that.
Yeah, the over.
Yeah, I'd feel decent about that. So Army, South Florida. Now you avoid Tulane, you avoid Memphis, and of course you avoid the best team in the whole conference in East Carolina. So, okay. I'm still not locking it. I'm still not locking it, but I feel solid on the over. How about you?
There's no excuse that they shouldn't hit this over. But if they don't, then like you said, then we're having a conversation if Eric Morris is the coach next year.
Yeah. All right, folks, that's our show. I put together a nice slideshow honoring North Texas football history on the way out, including that classic blizzard against Florida State that they played in way back in the day. All right. But you're in the middle of a triple header, perhaps quadruple header, but definitely a triple header. Next up, we are talking the USC Trojans. Fight on. We'll be back in about 15 minutes talking Trojan men. But enjoy the slideshow on the way out. Remember, we're breaking down all 136 teams. Remember, throughout the season, we talk every single FBS and FCS game. We will not leave you stranded. If you want to know about the Lamar North Texas game, we are going to cover that shit. So check us out. We've been doing it for years. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And of course, once again, YouTube.com/The College Experience. And don't forget about our hidden episodes, coaching interviews, commissioner interviews. Didn't have camera available, just on the audio side of things. College Football Experience, iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. Is Stitcher still a thing? I think it's still there too. So next time, this is the college football experience, North Texas Mean Green style. We're on that over. Can't wait to watch every single one of their games. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Mailbox 1. Missed 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks. Largely cause leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. Between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged and bored stiff. So arrange the pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift.
I'm taking a piss right now. It's like
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles taped. Shake the cobweb, hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still I run the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spikes. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pit. Of feet by the tree, they're the fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the head. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause it's easy goal and moves toward it. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Conspiracy theories, gotta love them clearly. Nothing's more entertaining than entertaining a query. Just the words of the wise and the weary. Recognize the authors of reality and theory. Theoretically, I could have won Scribble Jam. In reality, I lost to a legend. Theoretically, I'm best friends with Uncle Sam. In reality, I've never even met him. Now, one day my potential may become reputation. Until then, I'm still a work in progress. I suggest you question what I'm saying. If anything, to become familiar with the process. My agenda may suit your needs. When I say your bill of rights has been ripped to shreds, but if it defends what you believe, hold ear to your truths and scream fuck seeds. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself.